if you're here, you probably believe that it's getting harder and harder to build connections, that the world is getting lonelier and lonelier, especially for men. And listen, what are we going to do about that? Sure, we can complain about it and hopefully try to fix things. But is this enough of an excuse to just accept your fate and just believe that you're cooked and that you're never going to make friends? Should you expect the whole world to change? Should you expect your external circumstances to be different? And can you expect them to be different? Or should you do the best with what you've got? Okay, some people are going to have advantages. Some people are going to have disadvantages in life, okay? But the best people, the most impressive people, the most successful people, they find a way. They figure it out, okay? Now, yes, I think it would be good if society was structured in a way for men to talk more, for example. You know, that's why I used to run a men's circle, and I encourage people to run a men's circle, and that's how I do my bit to make things better for men and to make things better for my own social life, okay? So instead of just complaining and saying, nobody cares about men, or just nobody cares about people in general, people don't care, and it's impossible to make friends, instead of doing that, just take action to make things a little bit better in your life. And yes, maybe the world is still going to suck according to you, okay? I don't believe the world sucks because I'm just a very positive and optimistic person, but sure, there's a lot of things that are wrong with it. But just, complaining and not doing anything to change something about your life is just kind of pathetic, really, you know? So, okay, like maybe we shouldn't expect you to change the whole world. Maybe you can't, maybe you can, but you can change some things about your own life, okay? You do have that power. And that's what I encourage you to do, because yes, there's some societal issues that make it harder to make friends, but does it prevent us completely to make friends and build connections? No. So you can't just blame everything on that and be like, never mind. I guess I'm just screwed. And I see a lot of that in the comments. That's why I'm making this video. Some dude was like, well, you're blaming individuals for a societal problem. It's like, well, I'm not blaming the individuals on, for what's wrong, but I'm blaming them for not doing anything about it, okay? It doesn't mean, two things can be true at the same time. We can try to fix whatever the hell is wrong with society that makes it harder to make friends, and at the same time we can just do our bit and do the best we can. By the way, it's all where does that belief come from? It's hard to make friends. Yes, I can acknowledge that maybe it's harder than it used to be 50 years ago, or it's harder than in some other places in the world where people are more community oriented or whatever. But it's not actually that hard, and that's what I keep talking about in my videos. Just because your neighbor doesn't say hello doesn't mean that it's impossible for you to make friends and have a good social life, okay? It's not as simple as it could be, maybe. It's not as obvious as it could be. That's what it is. It's not harder to make friends. It's not as obvious as it could be to make friends, because you think that it's weird to talk to strangers, and you think people don't want to be friends with you because there are supposedly societal issues that I'm happy to acknowledge. But listen, this video it's not about how to make friends this time. It's really about just take ownership of your life. Take ownership of your social life. Hell, it's just about personal responsibility. I'm telling you the same shit that, business gurus will tell you, or I don't know. Life gets better when you take responsibility and ownership. That's it. So why not apply that to your social life? I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you hadn't thought of applying that to your social life. Why would it be any different? It's on you, no matter your circumstances. Yes, some circumstances make it harder. You got the point. It's been over 5 minutes now. Yes, societal issues, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you can also do something about it, okay? Or you can complain about it in the comments and tell me how I'm wrong and find excuses for your pathetic social life and just keep doing that forever until you die and regret not listening to me. That's so arrogant. That's such an arrogant thing to say. All right, I wrote about it in my newsletter, and I thought I would make a quick video about it now. If you want to read it, it's there's a link for it below. If you sign up, you also get a free guide on how to make friends. So maybe check that out. Maybe that's all you need, you know? Little guide, do this, do that, and maybe that's enough, okay? Have a great day. I love you. I love you.